Who has joined me? I have one viewer. Who are you? The only thing Facebook has over YouTube so far that I've seen is that Facebook tells you the minute somebody pops up who they are. And this really kind of doesn't. Although this has mute microphone, which is kind of cool. I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, right? Same thing with Trump. That's absolutely true. People who speak their mind will often get attacked and mischaracterized and lied about. Oh, shut up. Now, let's get some other music in here because I'm getting tired of this, actually. I think we can put on Prospect Hill. We actually have permission from Prospect Hill to use their music, but I don't think YouTube knows that. I will definitely make an effort to get some of my friends that are in local bands to make some music for us for the car, so we don't get punished by Facebook and YouTube anymore. I wish I knew what unit he was in. I'd go up and I'd get him. And by the way, the scanner's been on the whole time. There hasn't been one call since we've been driving around. I'm good. I'm glad Denise is back. What I really want to do is just go home, roll a joint, and relax. I desperately need a vacation. Desperately. Anywhere with a hot tub and no people. Who was your cousin, Steve? Somebody I would know? So this is supposed to be my first night, so if I don't show up, it's not going to be a big deal.
Put me at Jackson by Berkeley with Mass 135, Zulu Echo 3, 135, Zulu Echo 3. Don't need a run.
He has to have fallen asleep because in between streams, I called him on his phone and he didn't answer. And A, I don't know where I'm going. And B, I don't go into Boston alone. So, we're supposed to start at 11. It's a private investigation firm. I'm supposed to be working on a case tonight. Supposed to be working on my first case tonight. Nope, somebody's running. It's not him. If I knew where I was going, I'd even think about giving it a shot. But fuck that. Yeah, I mean they do cheating spouses, they do that kind of stuff. I shouldn't say too much, but one of the things that I'm gonna do this without getting in trouble. One of the things that I really think needs to be done is I think people who are in politics and media who use their power to lie and destroy other people should have their backgrounds investigated. And so this job is going to give me access to information that I wouldn't have normally when I'm doing a story for the paper. And my first case tonight is one of those kind of such cases. It's not a, I'm sure, I know that they do divorce cases and stuff. What's the scandal in Groveland? I got a couple of guys in Groveland that are running the Groveland Facebook. It's like a Groveland Facebook news page. And mostly what I'll be working on is like, I don't really want to do divorce stuff. I'll do it if I have to. But people who are embezzling money from their company, doing politically shady things, that's the stuff I'm going to be looking at. I specifically requested that because if we get anything good, I can write a story about it. I see sad people every day. Yeah, workers' comp stuff.
Jackson and Common. It's going to be with Mass 4, Whiskey Mike 740. 4 Whiskey Mike 740.
Really? A town official? Steve, send me an instant message on Facebook with whatever information you have on that. We've got a buddy in Groveland who used to be a selectman, Joe Demore. Do you know him? Wow, I can't believe he's not here. Yeah, so, you know Joe, he knows most of the selectmen, so he can probably get us, off the record, he can probably get us some information on what's really going on. But if you've got stuff, send it to me, please. Happy to have that. I'm giving him 5 more minutes, and I'm just going to drive around and chase calls if there are any. And if there aren't, I'm just going to go home, and I'm going to drink his coffee, too. Denise, no, I didn't hear. I was actually up in Manchester with my daughter most of today. She just got engaged. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I really like the guy. He reminds me of Leonard on The Big Bang Theory. He's like kind of nerdy, soft-spoken, very politically correct. But I didn't hear about the pedestrian hit. I was kind of monitoring the scanner while I was up north. I know DEA has been everywhere. Like they've got like 12 agents in the Lawrence, North Andover area. Oh, your daughter's getting married too? Cool. We're also waiting to find out if my daughter got accepted into a doctoral program. I can't believe my kid's fucking smarter than I am. Yeah, give us a good call so I have something to do. Yeah, that's a great neighborhood. Thorndike Street. Alright, we gotta do something else with this music. Everything I have in here is licensed music, though. Fastway, Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, if you could find any information, I'm sure somebody took a picture and posted it on Facebook somewhere. Alright, let's go to Prospect Hill. Why not? We'll start with their best song. Shit, I think that's him. I was really looking forward to not having to work tonight. Is that him? I can't see shit anymore. I need glasses. I have glasses, but I haven't had them renewed in a long time. No, it's not him. So we'll just go chase police calls, I guess. Nothing enjoying, everyone's sad. Why did it all go wrong? Why did it all go wrong? As quick as the earth goes rolling around, like a record pin in the ocean sky. Thank you. He died? That sucks when your source dies. Wake up to find yourself rescue. That will follow the end result to your surprise was never up for you to decide. When all those voices start to quiver, feeling yourself go, you know the end is coming closer. Why so soon? Just as you start to give up, you got to find yourself rescue. Wow, that guy almost got himself killed. Did you see that? Essex Street's starting to get busy. Mira's packed. Aqua's, well, it's not packed, but it's pretty busy. I had 5 witnesses. That's true. I sat there for almost like what? Like 25 minutes, 30 minutes? So an hour from now, he's going to text me and go, oh my God, I got to get into work. What are we going to do? He's a good guy, though. I like Mike a lot. He's been very helpful. Very helpful. Twice he had my back.
South Broadway by Gorham with Matthew 9. November Delta Victory 20. 9 November Delta Victory 20. I wish, I want, I will be. We all fall down, down tears of time. The curtain calls to be satisfied. Did you see the world with open eyes? Always your time, oblivious.
Oh yeah, from New Year's Eve. No, we didn't press charges against him. We handled him in a very different way. Since I only have 5 people watching, I don't mind saying this. Whenever something like that happens, like the guy that was following me the other night, Sunday night, or the guy that punched me,
You run enough number, please,
whenever something like that happens, we get the plate number, we find out who he is, and then he gets a visit.
443.
Usually 3 or 4 days later when he's long forgotten it, and he'll get a visit. Usually at work, just to humiliate him in front of whoever he works with. So the guy from New Year's Eve got a visit. And wouldn't you know it, I got an email like about 3 hours later with a full apology. The guy that followed me, we handled him a little differently. We ran his plate, found out that he was on probation, and a couple of phone calls later, he's got new accommodations. Right, yeah, exactly. We handle things, quote, differently. I like to keep everything off book. Did you see the one thing that I don't want, like at any cost, is my name on a police report. I don't want my name on a police report, not as a witness, not as a victim, not as anything. Because then there's a paper trail that 6 months from now, 9 months from now, someone gets all pissed off and they start thinking about how their life got ruined by what happened, and they start focusing on me, and I don't want that. So, when we started getting threats from those guys in Trinitarios, we handled that in a very different way too. That was actually probably the most unique thing I've ever seen in my life. All 5 of those guys ended up being deported in under 10 days. The fastest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. All fucking 5 of those guys were illegal aliens. All 5 of them had warrants out for them. So it was just a matter of me finding out who they were, which wasn't hard because they used their real name when they came on my Facebook page and threatened me. So I did screen captures and I gave it to the appropriate people. And within about 10 days, they were picked up. I got the last guy over on Lowell and Oxford Street, and I actually had the pleasure of being there when they picked him up. And in under like 48 hours, there was a plane landing in Santo Domingo, and he was gone. And there were federales in the Dominican Republic waiting at the airport for him when he arrived, because there were warrants out for him there too. So I'm very lucky that I've got a lot of cop friends, I've got a lot of law enforcement friends, and when something bad happens, I prefer not to have people up on the spot. I prefer to just find out who they are and deal with it after. Yeah, it was definitely a happy ending. But you got a lot of gangs in Lawrence. And you got the Latins and the Trinitarios at war. You've got some MS-13 in Lawrence, but it's not what people think it is. Since I only got 6 people here, I don't mind talking about it. I'm pretty sure none of you guys are MS-13. Although I guess you never know. When I'm on Facebook and there's 11,000 people watching, I can't say stuff like this because one of them might be like a bad guy. MS-13 is very different. They come into a community like Lawrence, and Lawrence has a gang war going on between Trinitarios and Latin Kings. And so what MS-13 will do is they'll go into a community like Lawrence where there's a little gang war going on between 2 other gangs. They'll infiltrate those gangs. They'll have their members kind of, show up and join those gangs and infiltrate the gangs and get the gangs killing each other and get the war, really, really ramped up. And then when lots of people are dropping dead and their members are starting to, die, all of a sudden they'll flood the area with MS-13 guys and they'll just take over. So I'd say like maybe within a year you might see MS-13 be really prevalent in Lawrence. They're not really that prevalent now, but they've planted some seeds. They've got definitely people here. I don't know why that video is so spotty. trying to get you a better picture. Maybe if we get better light, we'll get a better picture. Do you have a better picture yet? Jesus, there you go. So afraid to compromise. Excuses all lies. Really need it, never right. Do this out of spite. Do you even care? And I have to say, Adam Fithian is one of the most fucking talented singers I've ever heard in my life. And Edgar Troncoso is also one of the most talented fucking vocals I've ever heard in my life, too. These guys are just amazing. And they let me cast all of their videos. So all of the extras in all their videos are people that I've picked, usually Facebook friends. My daughter's in a couple. Rich Russell, my photographer's in one. Brittany Baldy's in Come Alive. Almost forgot the name of the song. Maybe I got the wrong night. Maybe I was supposed to work tomorrow night. You know, I think I'm starting to like only having 8 people watching me better. Because I can actually talk about shit. I hate not being able to talk about stuff that I know. Who's a legal immigrant? We like legal immigrants. I love legal immigrants. Come here, become a citizen, do it the right way, get a green card, pay taxes. Life goes on. So I'm wondering what happens, like, if someone has a wedding and they go live on Facebook at their wedding and the bride and the groom are, like, doing their dance that they do. I guess, you know, like when they get married, they do, like, the bride and groom dance. Whatever they call that. I mean, does Facebook throw them off too because there's like licensed music in the video? Are you not allowed to go live on Facebook when you're at a nightclub because there's fucking licensed music? It makes no sense. It would make way more sense if they said, okay, if you're going to use a song in your live video, we're going to have to charge you 3 cents because, like, or whatever it is, 3 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents, whatever it is that they would have made if you'd gone to the... I can go to the YouTube channel, get More Human Than Human by White Zombie, post it on my Facebook page, and that's okay. But if the song's playing in the background while I'm live, that's not okay. And if the reason for that is that they're not getting the 3 cent royalty, fine, fucking charge me 3 cents, I'll pay it. It's better than driving around with no music for 3 hours. I guess, but I mean, when I went on, I got thrown off Facebook today because I did More Human Than Human for a total of 25 seconds. I might fucking call Rob Zombie. He lives in Haverhill. I might just fucking call the guy and say, look, I want to promote your music while I'm driving around Lawrence doing police calls. Can I get some kind of a letter allowing me to use the music? And we'll promote the shit out of you. Now that's a nice ass. Look at that. Holy crap. Man, I love Lawrence. Sorry you didn't hear that. Yeah, Facebook sucks, man. And they're getting worse. I don't know if you've noticed, but you can't share everything anymore. Like, a couple of times I had friends today that had posted something, and I tried to share it, and there was no share button. So if you're a conservative, you probably can't share conservative messages. But if it said, Trump is a fucking fascist who runs over puppies and eats babies for lunch, that they'd let you share. Let's go into gang territory, see what's going on. By far the most dangerous neighborhood in Lawrence. Well, I shouldn't say by far, but definitely the most dangerous neighborhood in Lawrence is Brook Street, Union Street, this little area up here with all the little one-ways. But don't worry, they spent thousands and thousands of dollars making a nice new park, Scarrito Park, so that the drug dealers have a prettier place to ply their trade. It's blurry, yeah. Better now. Yeah, what makes that, we're going to head over there in a second here, but what makes this Brook Street area so dangerous is the fact that they're one-ways. They should change them. They should make them not one-ways. Because all it takes is one person to back out of their driveway and block you in that area, and you're fucked. Like, there's literally nowhere to go. Got all kinds of undercover guys down here too. Shh, you didn't hear that. Just counted 3. I think I got one behind me too. Let's see if he follows me. Nope. Yeah, so once you get down here, like this one-way section of Union Street, you can't see. All right. Let's see if I can get you better. I don't know why it does that. Like, there's nothing has happened. Like, I haven't done anything different. I know I'm stopped on Union Street. Like, how fucking smart is this? Oh, that could be it. It could be the phone signal. Didn't think of that. So you guys are pretty bright. We're heading over to Brook Street. Uncle Frankie grew up on Brook Street. This used to be all Italian. Yeah, on Facebook I can tap the screen and it'll refocus. But for some reason YouTube doesn't. See, now look how fucking unsafe this is. Right? I don't know if you can see that. So you get a guy sitting right there. You get somebody further up. And there's just no way to get through there. I can't back up. I can't turn around. It's a one-way. So what the fuck? And by the way, this is how they fucking trap people. They'll pull something like this when you try and go around them. They'll hit you when you get out of the car. They rob you. Yeah, I'm not going around there. I'm just gonna sit right here for a second. Ugh, tell me how much this sucks. You got something going on up there. See it up on the, I don't know if you can see that. Up on that porch. I don't think you can see it as well as I can. Yeah, this is definitely an unsafe situation. I can't hang out here. Now I got a car behind me. This is not good. He's coming fast, too. Yeah, no, I'm not letting you... Go ahead. Go ahead! Asswipe. See if he makes it. Well, he made it. Of course, he's not white, so that's a little different. Yeah, so you get something going on here on this porch. Yeah, we're just not sticking around long enough to find out what it is, though. But you see what I mean when I say, like, that whole area is just dangerous because of the one ways. I'm not even going back down Union Street. I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm definitely not a coward, but I'm also not stupid. See all the fun everybody else is missing? All 7 of you? This is awesome. I can talk about anything. I think the vest is coming. They have to measure me for it. That's one of the things I'm supposed to do this weekend is get measured. We raised the money for the vest, so I've got it. I actually don't really... Honestly, I didn't want a vest. I don't want a vest. They're very cumbersome, very uncomfortable, very hot. But after getting shot at twice, everyone around me is demanding that I do it, so... Alright. Yeah, that was one of those chimney trucks. I gotta be honest, I always said, for years and years, I said, there's no way I'd ever eat off one of those fucking trucks. But when the guys were here from LA making the movie, they were like, no, we have to, this is part of being in Lawrence, we have to stop at a chimney truck and eat. And I'm like, all right, if you guys are brave enough to eat off one of those trucks, I'll try it. I gotta be honest, the food was really good. I mean, who knows how clean it was, but it was pretty good. Go ahead, just walk in front of a moving car. That's okay. Walk in front of a moving car. That's okay. It's not like you're gonna get hit. It's not like you're gonna get hit. What could happen? It's too bad she was cute, but she deserved to be yelled at. That's how I'll get killed someday. I'll just mouth off at the wrong person and they'll just shoot me. There are worse ways to go. And if anybody from YouTube is watching, we know the guys who play this music and they gave us their permission to play it. I don't know if that makes any difference, but they did. These feelings I can't explain, so I leave. As I walk out the bedroom door. Most people don't know that Mark Roberge writes all the harmonies for all the Prospect Hill music. Fucking genius. Like a total creative genius. I cannot get over how dead it is out here. Let's take a ride through the Essex projects. That'll be fun. And if there's nothing in the next half hour, I'm just going to go to bed. Close my eyes and I see your face, so beautiful and true. Holding on to these memories of feelings that I once knew. Knowing what I have to do, will you understand? I hope you will. It's not you, no, it's not you. By the way, how many people we got? 11? All right, so I don't mind saying this because I only got 11 people. Check this out. We're at the Essex Projects. Check out how nice the fucking cars are in the poorest neighborhood in the poorest city in New England. Check it out. You got Mercedeses in here. You get all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I'll be all set. That plate is 5 Tango Romeo 226. I'll be in a moment.
I shouldn't be in here, that's for sure. I just think it's interesting that, like, they're so poor that we have to pay for their housing and their food and give them welfare, but they drive a nicer fucking car than I do. And I work for a living.
Good question.
Look at that car. That's a nice car. You guys can't see it, sorry. Well, still got 8 people. I hope Mike's okay. I hope he's not like sick or something. Unbelievable. Just driving through these projects and looking at how nice these cars are is just sickening.
CHQ to 1401. And world.
Well, if he's wondering, he should answer his phone and his text messages. I suspect he's just sleeping.
She states her husband was trying to hit her. They're both on the scene.
Share with me. Break down and show yourself to me. Break down and allow yourself to be. Something smells good. You know it's not that chimney truck. Maybe it is. Something smells really good. Let's go check out Pemberton Park.
Looking back on everything, I can almost taste your lips. All of the nights you spent afraid, so unfair, so unfair. Removed from memories to break down and show yourself to me. Break down and let yourself to me. Break down and let yourself. Break down and show yourself to me. Break down and let yourself to me. Break down and let yourself. Hold back those tears you cried about.
Operator Michael Jones, assigned to the 9014 West charges from that individual. The owner off of that vehicle was the passengers. She was decided to allow it.
You know, my world, within yourself, you know, you fight to let go, just reveal yourself to me. Break down, show yourself to me. Break down, allow yourself to be. Break down and let it all out. Break down and show yourself to me. Break down, allow yourself to be. Break down and let it all out. Break down and show yourself to me.
So to answer your question, I have no idea what happened to Penny. Penny has left the building. She got herself another boyfriend. Oh, we missed you terribly. We were just saying that. I wonder how Denise is doing. We miss her.
Break down and let it all out.
This is where Tent City used to be.
Over 3163, 23 Echo. Off 2936, 426 Echo on post. Echo on post.
What's the difference, Denise? Oh, you mean Tent City?
340 Echo on post. 17 Echo out of that, thank you.
Laughing, enjoying every sound. Why did it all go wrong? Why did it all go wrong? As quick as the earth goes around and around, like a record spinning, the ocean is slow. Getting on its own in the shadows, The historic events that will follow, the end result to your surprise. Who's never up for you on this side? When all roses start to quiver, feeling yourself go, you know the end is coming closer. Why so soon? Just as you start to give up, we got to find yourself. Rescue, rescue.
The city's starting to pick up now. A lot more activity on Essex Street.
Foreshadow the historic events that will follow. The end is up to your surprise. It's never a for you side. When all love start to quiver, feeling yourself go, you know the end is coming closer. Why so soon? Just as you start to give up, we got to find yourself. Rescue, rescue. We got to find yourself. We got to find yourself. Rescue, rescue. Start to give up. You wake up to find yourself. Rescue, rescue.
All right, 11:19. I'm going to give it to maybe 11:30, 12 o'clock, the latest, and then I'm going to bail. There's like literally nothing going on all over the city tonight. And unless they're leaving calls out on their cell phones like they were doing a couple of weeks ago, there's like no calls or anything. I've even got the Scramble channel on, which I'm not supposed to have.
Sir, can I get 11 points, please? Point now. First day will be all coming from Charlie Ave, Romeo L. Lima. We'll have a New Hampshire driver license. We'll have a date of birth of 051693. The line call by New Hampshire is 05. C Delta, C Zulu, C Charlie, 9161.
So Mark Roberge is coming to the Bash this year. All 5 of you should come to the Bash. If you like me enough to follow me on YouTube, then you should come to our annual Bash. It's a good time.
So I'm on Broadway at 16. Yeah, I'll check on that.
It's a really good time. And then if you hang out till the very end, and you come to the after party in the bar, and you're still with us at 2:15 when they throw us out, you can come with us to the after party at the hotel. The only way to get to the after party is you've got to be at the after party when we break out.
Alpha Echo 8376 I'll pick you up a call. Sorry.
It's a very quiet night, Lewis. I actually came out here for an hour before I was supposed to head into Boston, but Mike never showed up, so I'm going to chase police calls if there are any. It's been quiet, but I'm going to chase calls for like the next half hour or so. And then if it stays quiet, I'm just going to go home and go to bed. I can't remember the last time I did that. I usually sleep at the office. Denise, you are welcome to come with me anytime you want. The problem is I usually can't plan in advance when I'm coming out because I don't know how busy it's going to be. But I'm happy to work something out with you if you want to come. You will have to sign a sexual harassment waiver, just, you know, so you know.
The cruiser 24 and stuff. Alright, disregard.
I used to work at where?
What's the location? I'm right at 17. To the center. I think they have them in custody.
Yeah, I'm a serial sexual harasser, so if you're going to ride around with me, you've got to, like, know that up front. I derive my self-worth from the females that are around me. Wow, that's not annoying. Shit. How did I screw that up? Try doing that while you're driving. Alright, we'll hit the other gang neighborhood, see if there's anything going on in Trinitario land. We'll go to the second most dangerous neighborhood in Lawrence. That's what I should do. I should write a story for the paper, the most dangerous neighborhoods in Lawrence. And, like, rate them. And then Dan Rivera can call me a racist. You're only picking on us because we have brown skin! Oh, you're picking on us because we're Latino! Oh, you're one of those? That's alright. I have lots of female friends that only have male friends. You lost the feed, really? Did you lose it and come back, or do you have no video right now? Do you guys have any video at all? You have nothing? Oh, good. All right. Yeah, that's not suspicious. Not a fun neighborhood to hang out in, I'll tell you that, even during the day. Well, within the next couple of weeks, we're going to go a little bit more high-tech. I'm going to get a front and back dash cam for the car that's got way better quality. We just got to figure out how we can go remote if I have to get out of the car. We're still trying to work that out. But Mike Thibodeau is like a technical genius. So I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get something worked out. Wow, even like Poplar, Alder Street's fucking dead. Look at this. Usually you get all kinds of people hanging out here this time of night. Yeah, Mike is an excellent guy. He came to me highly recommended by Paul Morton. Like I didn't know him, and he reached out to me and said, hey, if you ever need any help with anything, I'd love to come ride around with you, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I get people offer to do stuff like that all the time, but I don't know them. And, you know, I don't want people that I don't really know in my car unless, you know, I got somebody that can vouch for them or I've interacted with them enough times that I feel comfortable with them. So I didn't answer him the first couple of times he offered. And then I was at a wedding. I was at Kate Contner's wedding. And Paul Morton was sitting at my table. And he said, hey, we have a mutual friend, Mike Thibodeau. He's the greatest guy, man. You should, if he ever offers you anything, you should hang out with him. He's a good guy. So, like, the next day I called Mike and said, hey, I need a security guy. And when Jonathan's not around, I could use an extra guy if you want to come ride around with me. And ever since then, he's been working for me. Yeah, exactly. It was like right place, right time. Wow, look at this. There's like nobody around. Did everybody like go back to the Dominican this week or what? Like, what is this all about? My plan in life is to retire to the Dominican Republic on a beach near a nightclub on a hammock. Run the world from my laptop. The movie should be out soon too, by the way. Since we've only got 4 people watching, I don't mind talking about it. It's called Lawtown. And it's a movie about the opioid crisis in Lawrence and how Lawrence is the source of all the gang violence and drug violence in New England. I'm pretty sure Dan Rivera is gonna fucking hate it. Wow, there's like literally nothing going on out here. They're shopping it to HBO, but it'll definitely be on Netflix, and it's going to be out in the theaters too, so that'll be fun. The premiere is going to be in Boston, I suspect, like within the next 90 days. Go ahead, go. Go. I was really hoping he was going to hit that car. Moron. Guys from LA showed up at my office one day with like these $3 million cameras, and they were like, yeah, we're thinking of shooting a movie about the opioid crisis, and everybody we talk to says you know everybody and we should be talking to you, so do you want to be in the movie? And I was like, no, not really. Like, what time do I have to be in a movie? I'm like, are you going to pay me? They're like, no. I'm like, no, I'm not really interested in being in a movie if I'm not getting paid. The days of me doing anything without being paid are over. And they were like, and then they started explaining what the project was, and it was pretty enticing. I liked the concept of what they wanted to do. And I was like, all right, look, if you want to ride around with me for a couple of nights while I'm chasing calls and shootings and fires and stuff, we'll maybe get some people getting Narcan, because that's what it's about. It's about Narcan and heroin and fentanyl and all that stuff. And they ended up riding around with me for 5 nights. And then they disappeared for like a month and a half. And then just randomly showed up again, and we were like, hey, yeah, we need like at least another couple of nights with you. Is that okay? I'm like, sure. And then they disappeared, and they did it again. They came back like 5 or 6 times. And the last time they were here, which was Election Day, first week in November, they sang on me that like I'm the whole movie. Like, the original plan was to do the first 15 minutes of the movie in Lawrence about the opioid trade, and then go to other communities and show the devastation of what Lawrence's opioids have caused. And I guess like the first night they came out with me, they had decided after looking at the footage that really it should be me, which I still don't get, but it's what it is. I'll tell you somebody else who's prominently in the movie, and as much as I fucking hate the guy, and I really do, because he's a weasel, extremely untrustworthy and totally corrupt, is Bill Green, the fired, disgraced Lawrence cop. But let me tell you something, and I don't mind saying it because it just happens to be the case. His scenes are the best fucking scenes in the movie. Like there's one scene in the movie where he's walking up and down the rail trail and he goes live on Facebook and he comes up on a tent. So like, you know, Bill used to be a cop, right? Because he got fired. He's not a cop anymore. But he used to be a cop, so he's a pretty brave guy. So he unzips the tent while he's live on Facebook, and there's a woman who's shot up, who's like all passed out with a needle hanging out of her arm. And he's like, oh, look at this. So then he leaves the rail trail and he comes up on this car where there's a couple people literally shooting up in the middle of the day in their car. I think it was like Essex or Lowell Street. So we used a lot of that footage because it's great stuff. As much of an asshole as he is, like, you don't punish the movie by not putting him in it if he's got good stuff. That's how I am anyway. When I'm writing stories about someone, whether I like them or I don't, I just tell the truth of what happened. And if it happens to make them look good and I don't like them, then it just happens to make them look good. It's called being objective. Nobody really knows how to do that anymore, apparently. Sure as hell CNN doesn't. I'd give anything if I could light a fucking cigarette and have it not have to be relit 5 times. Alright, well there's like literally nothing going on out here. So I think I'm gonna stop the cigarettes and then I'm gonna go back to the office. I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened either. I bought 2 packs of cigarettes today. I know I didn't smoke 2 packs. Somehow we lost a pack of cigarettes. I don't know how that happened. I didn't even smoke the first half of the day. Oh, there it is. Excellent. Now I don't have to stop. Woohoo! Love to know what happened to Mike. Hope he's all right. Yeah, walk in the middle of the street, dude. What could go wrong? City's a ghost town tonight. It would have been the perfect night to be in Boston. I gotta get the redhead to come out and ride with me some night. That'll be fun. Won't get anything done, but it'll be fun. Party girl keeps asking if she can come ride with me, but the answer is always no.
24 William Street, 2nd floor. These empty issues uncooperative. She was in the background. Bringing threats to mail that she was going to call the police. She didn't leave. He hit her.
Question, do I still have you guys? And did you hear that phone call? Do you still have no feed? Bueller? Oh, good. Yeah, so the reason I'm back is because Mike Thibodeau just called me, all panicking. Please don't be mad at me. Nah, I'm not mad at you, but you missed a night of work. Apparently he overslept. Not everybody can do what I do. I sleep an average of 2 to 3 hours a night. Not everybody can do that. Oh, look, state police. Excellent. And they're going the Essex projects. That's a good sign. Go there and hang around there. Nope, he's coming this way. Nice little U-turn. Let's see where he's going. Haven't seen Fat Freddy around the last couple of weeks either. Maybe he finally got the message and got the fuck out of the city. It's gonna be too bad for him if I run into him, that's for sure. And I don't mind saying that with 4 people watching either. That fucking guy. Man, I would love to run into him alone. Is back. Yeah, I got cut off because Mike just called me again. I got 2 people left. You guys still there? I'm gonna kill this anyway. Bueller? Excellent. So Mike just called and said he wants me to bring him into work. So I'm gonna do that. Well, I mean, I'd prefer to be on Facebook because I have like 30,000 people who can watch me on Facebook because it pops up on everybody's page the minute I go live. But I don't make any money on Facebook, and they keep fucking blocking me because I have music on that's licensed. So I'm heading into Boston. I'm going to pick up Mike and then we're going to go into Boston. Which is too bad. I could have just gone home and gone to bed and then not answered the phone. Well, we got 6 of you back anyway. I couldn't read that. I'll read it when I stop. Pasting what? Pasting these into my website. Maybe that will finally make a stink. Nice. Alright, I get it. Thank you. So you guys can follow me into Boston, but I'm going to have to cut the feed before I get where I'm going because nobody can know where I'm going. I don't even know where I'm going. Mike's the only one that knows how to get there. All right, we'll do this dance again. Man, am I gonna crash tomorrow. It's too bad because the redhead wanted to have breakfast tomorrow too. God, I love her. Yeah, I could go for Harrison's right now too. No. Yeah, my office is in North Andover on Main Street. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, Green Street's right around the corner from me. Wow, not much of a selection on here that I can use.
Drove Officer Levo.
Yeah, Officer Levo.
West side. Good. You have the gas key on you?
No, Harrison's is excellent.
Alright, so are you going to the DPW now?
No, I'll bring it in.
Yeah, it's just a bad signal.
Auxiliary is auxiliary officer here. We'll make you room beside this.
The only thing I don't like about Harrison's is their French fries suck because they don't put any salt on them, and they're terrible reheated. Most French fries are terrible reheated anyway. And we're down to 3, and then there were 3. I wish it would show me who's here, though. Facebook shows you who's watching. YouTube apparently doesn't. Thank you. I've been on for 78 minutes. That's fucking bizarre. Literally nothing has gone on tonight. And on top of it all, I'm out of weed. That's the real tragedy here. Jen, welcome. I don't recognize your name. This is probably your first time with us, I assume. You picked a boring night, but welcome. I go on Facebook on a boring night. I get 32,000 people watching. YouTube, I got 4. I actually like 4 better, quite frankly. I don't have to hold anything back. Just waiting for Mike to get here. Yeah, I got banned from Facebook going live.
35 Bennington, number 2. LSD, live music. Drugs. An underage kid in there.
Well, that's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, Facebook banned me from going live. They didn't tell me how long I've been banned from going live. Because, you know, God forbid they actually give you, God forbid they actually give you information you can use.
416 Broadway.
Back up 459 over 35 Bennington Street, please.
Copy, sir. With 35 Bennington.
This is grueling. And then there was one. Who's with me? Who's the one person hanging in? It's got to be Denise, right? Oh, Jen's still with us. Well, good. Appreciate it. Well, how come I got 2 people talking, but it says there's only 1 person watching? See, I knew that these counters were wrong on both Facebook and YouTube. Because it's showing me that I've only got 1 person, and I'm watching 2 people talk to each other. Yeah, but on my screen it says I've only got 1 person. I'll try and get the rest of the TV show up this weekend too.
Last one.
Yeah.
Going up.
I was live on Facebook one night
Do we have a floor? 135.
and I was watching the count and it was telling me I had 34 people watching. And then when I went off, it said I had like 11,000 people. So, you know, the counts are all wrong. You can't go from 34 to 11,000 that quick. Oh, I would love that. I would love if somebody brought me Harrison's at the office. Especially when I'm stuck there. Here comes Mike, he's running. Like it's gonna make a difference. We're already 2 fucking hours late, dude. Take your time. You don't have to run, you're already 2 hours late. It's not gonna make a difference. You can throw that shit in the back if you want. I really thought that I had escaped having to work tonight. I almost just went home. That's what I should have done, but I don't want to leave you guys stranded either.
Thanks.
We're live. But we're live on YouTube. Because I got banned on Facebook from going live.
No way.
Yeah, face banned me. Look at this guy driving with no lights.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So I'm live on YouTube, but we've only got 7 people watching. Or it says 7. The count is definitely wrong. Here, I got your coffee. It's
Oh.
probably cold by now because I got it at 10 o'clock.
Something's better than nothing.
I've been out here for 2 hours. There literally was not like 1 call for the first hour. And there's been like a couple of loud music calls, that's about it. A couple of domestics. Literally nothing going on in the city tonight. Picked a good night to go out.
Joe 25.
I'll be back from your satellite number, please.
Yes.
Jen says, hey, Mike. You're not going to say hi back?
Oh, hi back. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm just waking up.
Hey, he's just waking up. Poor guy. I called you. I texted you. I tagged you in a Facebook post. I was like, well, look, I actually don't have to work tonight. This will be great.
25, you left 3 and 478.
Okay. Sounds good.
Check 711. 372 Broadway, I believe.
Now, does somebody relieve you in the morning, or do you just go?
Yes, someone comes in.
So we were supposed to relieve somebody, and then they just left?
No, the management, pretty much.
Oh, Denise, thanks for hanging in. Sorry.
Management, pretty much.
He sent me the app, but I can't download the app because my phone is totally full. And I refuse to spend more money. Well, the good news is he won't know what time we got there.
Yeah, you will. It's going to show that I'm late already, because if I don't punch in at a certain time,
Yeah.
he knows I'm running late.
Oh, you punch in?
Yeah.
Wow, it's been a long time since I've had to punch in anywhere.
It's on the app, though, but he'll fix that when I talk to him. I gave him calls. Last text message I received from him, well, I was already sleeping at the time. He said a little bit towards 10, saying, Mike, I'm going to bed. Well, I'm already sleeping. I didn't even receive the text. I had my phone on silent on everything, so
I know, because I called you.
my phone stays on, but usually when I go to bed I keep it on silent, but I don't silence the alarms. And I had everything on silent, and that's a rude awakening. I got up and I looked at the clock twice, and I'm like, no, this is a nightmare.
Fuck.
Doing construction.
Yep. I've never seen Lawrence as quiet as it was tonight. Right? Totally fucking dead tonight. You watch, the last call will be a nightmare. What would you have done if I didn't answer and I was sleeping?
Oh. Yeah, when I looked at the time, it was just a rude awakening for me. I was like, oh boy, I can't believe this is happening.
See if I zoom in it goes blurry.
So it's just compared to Facebook.
Well, I was asking people earlier and they said that the quality's better. Just moron. I really fucking hate Boston. No, it's not a fun drive. There's no parking.
Oh, we get parking for free.
Yeah. But I mean, like, just generally going into Boston sucks.
It's expensive if you have to park in the garage.
I don't even like driving through Boston. So, you know, on Facebook, when it gets all blurry, you can tap it and it'll refocus.
Oh, it'll look like.
But YouTube doesn't do that. But the good thing YouTube has is, check this out. Mute microphone. So when I pull up to a police cruiser, I don't have to like go off from being live to like talk to them about stuff. I can just mute the microphone. I can tell people I'll be right back. I'm muting the microphone, then I can
talk.
We can talk, and then I can come back on.
That's pretty neat.
The other thing YouTube doesn't do that Facebook does is YouTube doesn't tell you when someone pops up, when someone's watching. Like on Facebook, it'll say Mike Thibodeau is now watching.
Oh, okay.
And then I can swipe it, and it'll show me everybody that's watching, everybody that's watching live. And there's like no way to do that on this. Dude, can you go any slower? This fucking guy's going 40. He's got to be drunk. He's going 45 miles a fucking hour on 93. Cops will pull you over on 93 for going too slow before they'll pull you over for going too fast. They consider it a safety hazard. Man.
Could I bum one off of you?
Sure.
Thank you.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, it's your last one.
No, I think I have another one somewhere. Can't buy cigarettes in Boston. What is it, $84 a pack? I bought 2 packs of cigarettes in Manchester, New Hampshire, $12.35. I buy 1 pack of cigarettes in North Andover, $11.35. $35.
Jesus.
Yep. So for an extra $1, I got 2 packs. But that's because Massachusetts is a communist state and New Hampshire isn't.
They call it the syntax.
Yeah. And I'm out of weed. That's the real tragedy in all this. See that sign? OUIs costs lives. Oh, well, if I'm drunk, I guess I just won't drive then. It's like the stupid things they spend money on. We need to educate people about not drinking and driving. Right, because that's the problem. People don't know drinking and driving is dangerous. Fucking morons. Alright, we only got one person left. I think I'm going to go off. Thanks for hanging in, Denise or Jen, whichever one of you is left. Or both, because the count's usually wrong. Oh, it's Jen. Well, thanks for hanging in with us tonight, Jen.
It's Jen to the end.
Jen to the end. Tomorrow night should be really busy, and Sunday should be really busy. So I'll be chasing calls. That's if I'm conscious after tonight. Alright, thanks for hanging in, hon. Find me on Facebook if we're not Facebook friends. Find me on Facebook, send me an instant message.